Hi, everybody. Miss Abdal here. I wanted to take a little bit of time and go through our lesson for this week with you. You will notice that posted along with this assignment is the video that you're watching now. There is a Google Slides presentation. It's the exact same thing that I'm getting ready to go through with you, but there's no recording, so that way you can go through each slide on your own. And if you want to watch the videos that I've included on your own, you're able to do so. And then there's the assignment, which is for you to write your own SMART goal about something that you want to accomplish, something that you have a growth mindset about. And that's the assignment that you will turn into me whenever you're all finished. Again, remember, assignments are never graded. I just give a due date so that you don't forget about them. And then I'll look at them, I'll comment on them, and I'll return them back to you. And that's all you need to worry about. We'll look at that whenever we get all finished with our lesson. I am going to go ahead and hide myself here so that way you can see everything that is a part of our presentation. So we are going to be talking about growth mindset. Well, sorry, it's not moving for me. Okay, so what is a growth mindset? A growth mindset is the belief that we get smarter through hard work and overcoming challenges. So when you have a growth mindset, you always believe that there is something more for you to learn. You believe that your brain is always growing and can always learn new things, and that when you struggle with something, you are capable of overcoming that. So what does growth mindset look like? We are going to watch this video. In this video, Ormy the pig wants a cookie, but the cookie jar is out of reach. So we're going to watch what he does in order to reach those warm, delicious cookies. All right, so let's reflect on that video just a little bit. In that video, and if you're watching this with somebody at your house, maybe a parent or grandparent or a sibling or a cousin, you can talk with them about these questions. So, how did Ormy feel when he failed to get the cookie jar? So, we saw in there a lot of different attempts for Ormy to get those cookies from the cookie jar. Did he ever give up? When we were watching that video, did Ormy ever decide that it wasn't worth it? He didn't want it that much. It wasn't important to him. And then last, would you have continued trying to get a cookie as long as Ormy did? Ormy gave a lot of different tries to try to get to those cookies. And we saw at the end when he finally got them in his hand, what happened? He had the jar stuck on his head. So all of his hard work, and then he still had another challenge to overcome. So that's where growth mindset comes in. When you feel a problem is too hard to solve, just like Ormy getting those warm cookies off of the top of that refrigerator, a growth mindset will keep you trying until you solve that problem anyway. No matter how difficult or tricky that it may be, a growth mindset will help to ensure that you get that problem solved. Now, there are two different types of mindsets. Of course, today we are focused on a growth mindset. But in order to have a growth mindset, you have to know what the opposite is. And the opposite of a growth mindset is a fixed mindset. So, with a fixed mindset, you believe that no matter how hard you try, what you are able to do will never, ever change. You don't want to do new things and try new experiences, and you definitely don't want to take risks if you have a fixed mindset. When you have a fixed mindset, you see mistakes as failures. So you do not learn from those things. You don't see how they can be beneficial. You think mistakes mean that you fell. And then a fixed mindset is a negative way of thinking. So I'm going to read these quotes to you. These are examples of a fixed mindset. See if you've ever said this to yourself. I can't do it. Our team will never win a game. I will never learn how to add numbers together. I'm too little to ride a bike. Why even try? I give up. I will never be good enough. All of these things, which I'm sure you may have said to yourself at one point or another, are an example of a fixed mindset. And this is what we do not want to have. Instead, we want to focus on a growth mindset. Give it just 1 second to load, hopefully. There we go. Okay, so if you have a growth mindset, then you believe that your abilities will improve over time. Even though there might be something that you're not able to do right now, if you have a growth mindset, you believe that you will eventually get there and you'll be able to do it. If you have a growth mindset, you are willing to face challenges and obstacles. Even when things are a little bit more difficult for you, you're willing to try them. If you fail in something or make a mistake, you see that as an opportunity to grow and to get better. A growth mindset is a positive way of thinking. And then again, you believe that you are able to grow and develop new skills as time goes on. I'm going to read to you some quotes that are specifically related to growth mindset. And I want you to see if these sound familiar to you. I can do this. Our team will win a game soon if we keep working hard. I haven't learned addition yet. I won't know if I can ride a bike unless I try. I'm not going to give up. I will keep trying. So again, these are the kinds of statements that you want to be making if you have a growth mindset. Some of you may have said things somewhat like this before and didn't even know that that's what it meant, that you were having a growth mindset. When feeling discouraged, or if you continue to fail at something new, you need the power of yet. And the power of yet, Y-E-T, that important word right there, is a very, very important part of growth mindset. So, what is the power of yet? It's the belief in yourself that something will happen in the future when you work hard and have an I can do it attitude. That word yet, Y-E-T, is so important. Look at these statements. On the left side, we have some of those fixed mindsets, that negative thinking. But on the right side, we've used the power of yet to make it into a growth mindset statement. So we go from I can't do it to I can't do it yet. And if you'd like, I'd love for you to read along with me as we go through these. I'm terrible at dribbling a basketball. To I haven't learned how to dribble a basketball yet. I will never learn my multiplication facts. To I haven't learned my multiplication facts yet. So in all three of these growth mindset statements, we have this important word right here, Y-E-T, yet. So you can't do it right now. You can't do it yet. That means that you'll get there at some point in the future. So let's think of some things that you haven't learned how to do yet. Again, if you're with someone while you're going through this lesson, talk to them and share with them something that you don't know how to do yet. And here are some examples that I came up with that some of you might have too. Riding your bike without training wheels, roller skating, multiplying, shooting a free throw, playing a new game, completing a puzzle, sewing, a new dance move, or playing a musical instrument. These are some things that you may not know how to do yet, but you want to get there and learn how to do them. All right, with that new thing in mind, I want you to think about a SMART goal that will help you to accomplish this new task. So, a SMART goal, this is a very grown up thing. We even talk about SMART goals as adults. SMART goals, each letter stands for something. The S with SMART goal stands for specific. That means that what you are writing is a very specific thing that you want to accomplish. It's measurable, which means that you will be able to see how you accomplish this and the progress that you made. Attainable, the A, means that it's something that you can accomplish at your age. It's reasonable. So, for example, if you're only 7 years old, your SMART goal is not going to be about learning how to drive a car right now because you can't drive a car until you get to be at least 16. So, you want to make sure it's something that you can do right now at your age. R means realistic or relevant. So your SMART goal should be something that's important to you. And then the T in SMART is time-based. That means you have an end date for when you want to accomplish this task. You know when you want to have this goal accomplished. So I've got a little example here. I will blank by blank. So the first blank is what you want to do. And the second blank is when you want to have that accomplished by. And then I will reach my goal by. And then in this last blank, you're going to put the things that you will do to help you reach your SMART goal. Let's look at examples together. I will finish reading the book Wonder by June 1st, 2020. I will reach my goal by reading 30 pages each day. So let's look at the SMART goal. What do they want to do? They want to read the book Wonder. When will they do it by? They will do it by June 1st. And how will they do it? By reading 30 pages each day. And then the person who wrote this goal is probably maybe a third or fourth or fifth grader who knows that this is attainable for them because they're capable of reading longer chapter books. All right, let's look at this second example. I will run 1 mile without stopping by the end of May 2020. I will reach my goal by running longer distances each day to build up my endurance to 1 mile. So again, what is their goal? Their goal is to run 1 mile without stopping. When will they accomplish this by? May 2020. And how are they going to accomplish this? Each day they're going to run a little farther and a little farther so that they build up their endurance and then they're able to get to the 1 mile. All right, so let's kind of review very quickly. With a growth mindset, don't be afraid to try something new. Don't let failure stop you from trying. Don't give up and believe in yourself. That is how you have a growth mindset. Now, I have included 2 videos here. They're Sesame Street videos. Some of you older students might be thinking, oh my goodness, I'm way too old for Sesame Street. But these Sesame Street videos are some of my favorites ever to use. And they both have a growth mindset theme presented to us by 2 awesome singers. So first, let's look at this one with Bruno Mars. This is all about growth mindset, not giving up.
When you want to do something that's new, it seems really, really hard to do. You feel like quitting, you feel you're through. Well, I have some advice for you. Don't give up. Keep on trying. You're gonna make it. I ain't lying. Don't give up. Don't ever quit. Try and you can do it. Don't give up. Yeah. If you want to catch a ball, but you haven't no luck at all, the ball hits your head, it hits your nose, it hits your belly, your chin and toes. Well, try again. Keep on trying, and soon then you put your hands out in the air. You catch that ball, yes, this I swear. Don't give up. Keep on going. You're on a ball, so keep on going. Don't give up. Don't ever stop. Try, and you'll come out on top. Don't give up. You got yourself new roller skates. You put them on and you feel great. You stand up, but then you fall. Don't think you can skate at all. You get back up and then you trip. You skip and tip and slip and flip. Well, try some more, and soon you're skating across the floor. Don't give up. Keep on moving. You're gonna get there. Just keep on grooving. Don't give up. Don't pack it in. Try, and you will win. Don't give up. No, don't give up. No, don't give up. No, don't give up. No, don't give up.
All right, so that's about not giving up. In that video, you saw lots of different activities, maybe some tasks that you had actually just thought of for yourself about some things that you want to accomplish. The next one we're going to watch is with Janelle Monáe, and this one is about that most important word that we talked about, yet, the power of yet. Well, I'm not sure why it didn't work. Let's try again. Oh, it looks like it's unable to play that one. Hopefully by the time you watch this lesson, it'll be uploaded into the second assignment, and then you'll be able to watch it. All right, the last thing that I want us to go over is the assignment that goes along with this. On the assignment, you are going to write your own SMART goal based on whatever it was the task that you wanted to accomplish. So in order to do this, you're going to have to make sure that you are not in present mode. That means do not click this button up here that says present. You're going to want to stay right here in edit mode. So you're going to write your own SMART goal based on whatever that task is. You're just going to click in these different text boxes to type. So for the first one, I will. In this first box, you're going to click and you're going to type what your goal is. By. In this box, you're going to click and you're going to type when you want to accomplish this. Remember, you want this to be time bound and attainable, which means that you don't want to put a goal that you're going to accomplish in 2 or 3 years, probably. You want to make something a little bit sooner. And then last, I will reach my goal by. And on this last line, you're going to type how you are going to accomplish this goal. What kinds of things are you going to do to help you accomplish? Make sure when you're working on this that you have a growth mindset. You don't give up. Even if you fail, you keep trying and you try out new things that might help you. And don't be afraid of setting a goal that you feel like might be a little bit crazy, because as long as you have a growth mindset, I believe that you'll be able to do it. When you are finished with this, make sure that you turn it in to me as your assignment so I can see what your goal is. Again, remember, this is not for a grade. This is not something that's going to count on your report card or anything like that. However, it is a really important thing to focus on because I want to make sure that you have goals and you have a growth mindset to help you achieve those goals. If you have any questions, you can put them in the comments on this lesson. If not, I look forward to hearing from you and seeing what your goals are. Have a good day, everybody.